Set my heart on fire. Don't stop us now. The moment of cheese. We are born to make history. We'll make it happen. We'll turn in a cheese. We are born to make history. Born to make. To make lots of cheese. Welcome.
Thank
you. Be my coach, Victor.
Every once in a while, I'll just fucking say that.
I'll just walk into the room and I'll say, be my coach, Victor. Whoa, what is this?
Is this bleach? No. Yes? Did I do it?
It's the only way to
I'm gonna pretend that I did it.
The only way to erase Yuri on Ice from our minds is with bleach.
Why would we ever do that?
Thank you. Delayed reaction to that terrible joke. What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah. I don't care about Yurio. Yurio can go rot in a hole and die. I don't care. I wanna steal his jacket because leopard print is awesome, and then I want him to go die.
favorite part. Favorite Yurio scene of Yurio Ice.
Yurio nice.
Favorite scene in Miami Vice. Yurio is looking for Victor in, where is it? Japan?
Hasetsu.
He's in Hasetsu. And he's like, I can't find Victor anywhere. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stare out at the ocean and just go, Victor! Because clearly he's in the ocean.
So he's related to Mako Tsunami.
He's a direct descendant of Mako Tsunami. After I throw this harpoon at Yugi, I'm gonna throw my harpoon into a lady and have a child. And make sure he's obsessed with cats and a dick.
That's not fair. I think Yurio's the straightest fucking character in that show.
No, he is a dick.
He is a dick. I thought you said he's obsessed with dick. It doesn't. Wait, is somebody saying that he's underage? Because underage doesn't stop you from thinking about dick. I'm sorry.
Trust me.
You just think about underage dick. That's all you think about. I never think about underage dick, young person.
Speaking of underage dick, welcome to the 18 plus panel. Woo! We could probably cut the music there. That's right.
Yeah, we're good. We don't need a soundtrack.
But we appreciate it. Thank you, staff members.
Too.
Applause for the staff members.
Yeah, tech! Ah! Be my coach, tech staff! Anyway.
We were born to supply audio levels.
Anyway.
Welcome.
Who are you?
Who am I?
Who are you? 24601.
Who am I?
24601.
Am I the man? What?
There are too many musicals happening.
We said to our friend, I hope you're satisfied.
I hope you're satisfied.
He will never be satisfied.
I remember that night, I just might regret that night for the rest of my days. I remember those soldier boys stripping of themselves to win our praise. I remember that night, just that place. Alexander, never forget the first time I saw your face. I have never felt the same intelligence eyes with a hunger pain frame.
Anyway.
And when I
forgot. You forgot your dang name.
I did. Set my heart aflame. Every part aflame.
This is not a game. This is an 18 plus panel.
This is the LittleKuriboh After Dark panel, but also featuring Marianne Miller, my good wife. My good wife.
My wife.
My wife.
I'm sure there are bad wives, but...
There are probably bad wives in existence, but she's not one of them.
No.
She's an amazing wife.
He's lying, so I'll have sex with him later.
Welcome. I am LittleKuriboh. It is my fault that the abridged thing happened. I made you. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I made Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. I made Naruto, the abridged comedy fandom spoof series show.
David Bowie, Sama Sensei Senpai San-sama!
Wait for it.
Good!
I also am the voice of Nylock in Tome, who, if you were waiting in line...
Yeah!
That's right, citizen! If you were waiting in line, you heard me do a little shout-out for somebody... There we go.
That guy.
A little inspirational speech by Nylock. I also am Frieza in the Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Woo indeed. I'm also Thomas in Attack on Titan Abridged, who got eaten by that one Titan. I think it got me. No, it got me.
You
Me?
also.
What else did I do?
If you have seen Rogue One or The Force Awakens and you are blind, that is him narrating the movie for you.
I did the audio description for the movie, which means that if you go to track 2 on your Blu-ray of Force Awakens or Rogue One when it eventually comes out, you can hear me say, BB-8 rolls across the corridor and hides behind Han Solo, stuff like that. It's a very interesting experience.
And you're the Pope.
I am the Pope in Tales of Zestiria, the video game, if you played that. I'm in the K-On! Movie as all the British people who show up and say, Arigato gozai mashita. I explained that at my last panel. What else have I done? I'm Shanks in Nun Piece, which I'm really proud of. And thank you, yes. What else have I bloody done?
I don't know, can I talk?
You can talk. My good wife.
Your okay wife.
My above average wife.
My name is Marianne Miller. I like to pitch my career as I'm in everything you love, but no one you care about. As no one you care about.
You are in everyone you love.
Yeah. This is totally coffee. Have you guys seen Madoka Magica? Yeah? I'm the one boy in that fucking magical girl show. The only penis in a sea of vaginas.
Which one? Kyosuke, right?
Kyosuke, yeah, the one who got his hand busted and I dumped Sayaka because apparently I'm a dick. I'm in Sword Art Online, yeah? I'm in the half of the show that no one fucking watched. I'm in the fairy arc
You're
as
the green-haired
Recon.
guy.
I'm the green-haired guy, I'm the Recon, he got friend-zoned. So...
it serves you right for friend-zoning Sayaka.
That's true, I did do that. I'm also the main character in Fate Zero as a child.
His child self. You're the little boy version of Matt Mercer.
Yes, I'm a main character in a Lego franchise. The girl one.
Lego Friends.
Lego Friends.
It's a big deal, actually.
I mean, sure.
It is. That's a big franchise.
I mean, there aren't too many conventions for 8-year-old girls, so...
I forgot a few. Sorry.
Back to you.
Has anyone seen Arjun on Netflix? Yes. I'm Sokabe. I'm like Todd Haberkorn's senpai. No, he's my senpai in the show.
Does he notice you?
I make him notice me.
How?
I aggressively take over his operation or something. I got to see 2 minutes of the show while recording it, so I don't really know all the context. I just know at one point a guy runs into a room with a shotgun and shoots everyone but me.
Oh my
and
God.
I'm like, what?
I remember one. I'm
Yes.
Little Witch. Little Witch Academia.
Little Witch Academia, that's a big deal.
Yeah. I'm Amanda. I do the pole dancing with the broom in the
That's pretty cool.
second or third OVA, I don't fucking know. The Enchanted Parade. I'm hot. I would fuck me. I did fuck me!
I would as well.
I fucking fucked myself in Avalon Code.
That's right.
And I was the hot one, and I gave myself cake and swords.
It was a Nintendo DS RPG where you give people gifts and they like you more.
But the best part of the game is when you reach because when you romance characters in older RPGs, you would give gifts, and then when you reach max affection, you would unlock the cutscene where they tell you that they love you and stuff. So I love games, and I wanted to fuck myself, so I bought this game and I played it, and I maxed out my affection. But in this game, the way that the characters tell you that they love you, because in Dragon Age you go to camp, and then you have a scene with them, and blah, blah, blah. This one, you go home, you fall asleep, your love interest breaks into your fucking house, creeps into your room and goes, guess who? And you have to pick who it is. And obviously, I hope that you're not enough of a slut to like, that have
multiple
that,
people.
yeah,
break
to like
into
be
your
that
house.
confused as to who is breaking into your house. But like, and also like, I had to match the timing of the Japanese.
Skida.
Yeah, which is skida, was how they said it.
I love you.
Yeah, so I had to fit I love you into the same time.
One
as
syllable, basically.
Skida. So basically, what happens is I broke into my house, I woke myself up, I guessed correctly, and then I go, I love you! Like, don't romance me.
It's like a very adorable version of killing stalking.
Fewer broken ankles. I like that only like 5 people laughed because it means you're not illegally pirating manga. We're not pirating manga. Anyway.
I just want that after every like message at the beginning of an abridged series where it says, please support the official release. I want that laugh to go, ha, ha, ha. But welcome to the 18 plus, the After Dark panel, which is usually just a Q&A where I just answer questions, and usually they're adult themed, but we don't have to do that. I had an idea that I might read some of my erotic fanfiction to you guys.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
Fun fact. How fun is it?
This has not been announced yet, but we are actually currently in the final stages.
I wrote this erotic fanfiction.
He wrote an erotic fanfiction.
It's not just fanfiction I collected.
Yes, he wrote this erotic fanfiction several years ago, and a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month or 2 ago, you read some of it on the stream.
Yeah, the first chapter.
So a fan, how many chapters are there?
There are 8.
Oh my god.
You didn't know?
I read all of them,
you
but
know,
I don't remember
I could
that.
read the single chapter one, which is just fucking mostly.
No, but anyway, so he read the first chapter on a stream, and someone took that audio and they started making a kinetic novel, and we're going
A visual novel.
Yeah, so if you are a member of our Patreon, we're actually going to be releasing this kinetic novel
For free.
for free to all Patreon subscribers, hopefully on Valentine's Day.
Fingers crossed.
So if you want to get a free copy of this kinetic novel, which is basically like a visual novel only with no choices, with voice acting, I'm going to direct.
no choice.
You can get it. That's exciting.
Excellent. You guys want to hear my erotic fanfiction? This is from chapter 7, which is after the plot and where the fucking happens. Which some might argue is the plot. It is erotic, thank you for clarifying. Maybe we won't do that.
That was a, okay,
That was a thing to spring on us.
Yeah, holy cannoli. Now I guess we need to hide our guns.
Dial
They're
things
invisible
back.
guns now.
Okay.
Shit. So PG-13, that means we get 1 fuck. Oh.
We've said it multiple times.
Well, shit.
We apologize for that. We were not made aware that this was not an 18.
How many 13-year-olds are in the audience? I'm very curious.
Oh, boy.
Put your hand down, sir. Huh?
Yes, sir.
On like the website and like the Facebook for Comic-Con and stuff, it was listed as 18 plus on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I looked at when
I'm pretty sure, like, when I know
at
that
the end
when
of the day,
send
I don't want to argue with the staff members.
Well, I don't want to argue with the program, yeah. But
Yeah.
I did put in the thing that it was 18 plus. When
I
sent
mean,
the
I don't want to labor the point ultimately.
No.
It is what it is.
So what are we going to do?
We'll do Q&A. I'm happy to,
Q&A.
because we haven't done a Q&A together at this convention, and it might be fun. And
Well,
we
but
could
that
be a
being
little
said-
bit more mature.
That being said, it is fucking midnight, so...
No, yeah, but we shouldn't push the point.
No, we're not going to read porn.
No, but
that being said, I'm not going to feel guilty if I say the word shit.
Okay, you don't have to.
Thank you for your permission.
Anybody have any questions about anything? We have one right over here. Yes.
I want to personally thank you for going Rogue One. My brother lost line.
Oh.
I seriously thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Well, thank you very much. That means the world. It's really incredible. Like getting to do the visual, the audio description for the visually impaired. I mean, ultimately, I realize that's a job that you could argue anybody could do. But the fact is, I was given the chance to do that, and it means the world to me that there are people who might get to experience Star Wars, which is something that I've been in love with since I was, I want to say, 6 years old, at least. I fell in love with that series, and I've wanted to live in that world since I was so young, and the idea that somebody might experience it through my voice, it blows my mind. Like, I'm reading that opening text that flies through space at the beginning. As soon as they announced the title of episode 8, I sat in my room and I said to myself, "The Last Jedi, The Last Jedi, The Last Jedi." And I was practicing saying it for when the text comes on the screen. It was pretty cool. I mean, I can't deny that it's like, I got a thrill when they just sat me down and they had a security briefing just to explain exactly what the project was. Because they didn't tell me it was Star Wars. Are we going to explain that whole thing? We can do that. You tell them what happened.
Well, here's a fun borderline 18+ story.
Kind of.
It's not really, but when I think I lost my virginity when I was like well into my 20s, and my friends were very invested in this fact. And so they were like, we need, my friend KG Tang, who's a voiceover actor in LA, he was the most invested, so he invented a code word for me to text him if I ever had sex with somebody, and that code word was purple ostrich. So,
that was real.
So when Martin and I were talking about this thing, because he got an email from the company.
I got a phone call from the company who were doing the audio description. They said, there's this big project, and we need somebody with a British accent to record for it. I didn't even know it was an audio description thing at the time, and they said, we're going to need to bring you in to give you a briefing. We can't actually reveal what the title is, because it's very hush-hush. And I was like, oh, I had no preconception of what it was. I didn't assume anything. I didn't even think about it. I was just like, oh, I'll go in and record something, and I'll do the job, and I'll come out, and I'll get paid, and that'll be it, and I won't think about it ever again. And then I told Marianne that we were recording in November of that year, and she put 2 and 2 together and was like, Star Wars comes out a month after you go in to record. And I was like, right, but it won't be Star Wars, it's me, you know? Why would they want me to do anything Star Wars related? And she was like, look, if you go into that security briefing and you find out that it's Star Wars, as soon as you get out, text me purple ostrich to be our little code. And so I found out, and lo and behold, like, they sat me down and they went through this whole spiel, and they were like, we have these different security levels for our projects. Number 1 is Marvel, that's the highest security level that we have, but we had to create security level 0 for this one. And I was like, oh my God. And they said, yeah, it's Star Wars, well done, congratulations. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I just thought it was flabbergasted. That's a very British expression. It means shocked.
That's not a...
Oh, you guys say flabbergasted?
Yeah.
Okay. How about gobsmacked? Do you say gobs? You say
gobsmacked.
You say gobsmacked?
Not as frequently as flabbergasted.
But
yeah.
Gob is such a British word for mouth. Gobsmacked. Smacked
But
in the gob.
I want to have you guys realize the fact that this man saw Star Wars a month before it came out. He saw both Star Wars movies the month before it came out, and he did not spoil a single fucking thing.
I didn't tell anybody.
So the reason why you were able to go into that movie and enjoy yourselves is because my husband did his job correctly. Also, we didn't want to get sued.
That's a big part of it.
Yes.
It was so weird knowing that, spoilers, Han Solo died before anybody else did. Well, not anybody else. I think a lot of people on the internet figured it out. But like, I'd seen it happen. I'd been a witness to his murder. And I couldn't tell anybody. It was like being silenced by the government. It was cool. But it's a big honor to have done that. It really is. Thank you. Thank you.
You. Yes, you.
I want to know if you could say say a certain scene from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged series?
Say a certain scene from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged series.
If
Which
he
one?
remembers.
Oh, I'll remember.
Odeon.
Oh, maybe I won't remember. Something gummy bears related, I'm imagining.
Yeah, it's the scene where they're just saying each other's names and everything's building up. It's just like, Odeon Master Merrick, Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like
Master Merrick, yeah, it's like, Odeon Master Merrick. Merrick! Odeon Master Merrick. Yugi! Odeon Master Merrick. Tristan! I enjoyed that. That was a fun scene. Somebody came up to me and said that that was their favorite episode, and I was really proud because honestly, I've heard since the beginning, like I made episode 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, and I could have stopped there, honestly. I could have, because that said really all you need to say about the show. But the reason I kept going was because the characters, I love the characters so much. Especially not especially the abridged versions, but the abridged versions have a very special significance to me because I got to go on the journey of Yu-Gi-Oh! Thanks to the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! And thanks to the actors and the producers and the animators. They took me on a very exciting journey that I fell in love with. And getting to do abridged version, getting to do Yu-Gi-Oh! The abridged series meant that I was able to retake that journey and do it with these different interpretations of these characters that took on a new life in my head, and getting to see them react to all the different story points of Yu-Gi-Oh! in a unique way, in a funnier way, but still they're going down the same road, and getting to experience that all over again is a real thrill. But I've heard frequently that, you know, oh, you should have just stopped like at episode 1 or episode 10, and the fact that somebody is like, oh, episode 61 is my favorite, that blows my mind. That blows me away because, like, I never thought that I'd be here and we'd be talking about episode 61 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, and somebody would think that that was their favorite one. It's incredible. I don't believe it sometimes because it's just a fan project, but it means the world that the fans embraced it the way they did, and that I got to be part of the fandom as strongly and as much as I hoped that I could. So thank you for letting me do that. Somebody had a question over here. Yes, right there.
A couple of years ago, you redubbed episode 1 and replaced certain words with vagina.
Yeah.
Did you ever feel like you would do that again for like future episodes, or is it kind of just like a one-off thing?
The vagina monologues, you were a big fan of that one, right?
I laughed.
I just remember one of the first times I met you, you said that you called KG on the phone or something and said, hey, LittleKuriboh put up this video where he said the word vagina a lot. And you guys laughed about it over the phone or something.
It's funny.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I did.
Well, you did another one.
I did do one more, and I've done a bunch of them at conventions before, and it kind of just loses its luster. I feel like part of the real appeal of that video is just getting to hear me break character and laugh. I feel like it's not even so much the word vagina, it's just hearing me react to it and everybody else is laughing. And I managed to make it a good 2 minutes into the script before Yugi is like, hey Gramps, can we please see your awesome chocolatey fudge-coated mega ultra super vagina? And you hear him laughing when he's saying it. Like that's the real appeal, is hearing the human being messing up as he's saying the script, I think.
I liked it because we actually, was it episode 2 that we did for the charity stream?
It was.
We had a big charity live stream in 2012 for Hurricane Sandy, and we reached a certain point in the donations, and Martin did a vagina monologues, and Erin Fitzgerald was there, and she, like, if you find it online and you hear a woman loudly laughing, that is Erin Fitzgerald dying at the word vagina.
Voice of Chie from Persona 4.
Oh yeah. She's Chie.
I actually did another one at a convention one time, and it was episode, I want to say 6. It was the one where Kaiba duels Joey, like very briefly. Like Joey's like, I got this guy, you, don't worry about it. 5 minutes later, what the hell was I thinking? You idiot. And there's a line in the original abridged where Kaiba says, this seems like a perfect opportunity to stroke my ego. And so in the Vagina Monologues version, he said, This seems like a perfect opportunity to stroke my vagina. I really enjoyed that. Behold the vagina of death. See, it still works sometimes. Do you want to pick one?
You. Yep.
Yes, question.
What?
So, I know that the new Yu-Gi-Oh movie just came out.
That's right.
Are there any plans to do an abridged version of it?
The new Yu-Gi-Oh movie, what?
You were literally just talking about how people are going to be asking you
Oh
about
no,
this.
they already have multiple times. I mean, it's a valid question, honestly. I'd like to see the new Yu-Gi-Oh movie first before I even think about anything that I could possibly do.
We're going to go see it on Tuesday.
We are seeing it on Tuesday. I'm very excited.
But also, I think it's probably a good idea to just wait until the series is over because
That's what I was gonna say.
chronological.
It takes place 6 months after the series ends, when Yami and Yugi have the ceremonial duel, and Yami goes into the afterlife and is like, "Peace, bitches!" And it deals with Yugi's separation from the Pharaoh and how he deals with life after this person has left his being, and Kaiba's obsession with that and building an elevator into space for some reason. It's a real thing that he does in that movie. I'd like to abridge it, definitely. I want to go on record as saying that is definitely something I want to do. But I don't want to do it just for the sake of doing it because the movie just came out. I want to do it as part of the story. I want to have it be that final beat in the chronology of the abridged universe. I want the characters to get there and make it there and really feel the emotion of Yami returning. If that's what happens, I haven't seen the movie. The idea of Yami returning and what that means to Yugi and everything like that. I think it would have more meaning if it were to be the ending of the abridged series. Because honestly, I like the ending that's in the show, but it is kind of abrupt. Like, I don't know how many of you have seen the ending of Yu-Gi-Oh, but it basically, especially in the dub, it just ends with them finishing the duel, watching Yami leave, and then running out and being like, "Well, I guess that's the show, bye folks." That's literally what happens, essentially. And I want that to feel more special, so I'd like to have that be the final abridged video that I put out. What was so funny? You looking at texts while we're doing a panel?
I'm sorry, but my friend just tweeted me a meme.
What was the meme, Marianne Miller?
She did one of those tweet mashup things of her and me, and the her and me tweet love child says, "This meme will never not make me literally drop everything and sob." It's really sad.
That was definitely worth interrupting the panel for.
I didn't interrupt it! Thank you for validating me. Can I interrupt the panel again?
Do it.
I'm really excited. So there's this Family Guy mobile game, right? Yeah.
You guys play it, the quest for stuff?
Yeah! Well, a friend of ours writes on Family Guy, and he does the writing for the game as well. And he put in a Yuri on Ice reference just for me, and it came out earlier, and I'm really excited.
It literally is because she keeps talking about Yuri on Ice. That he put a nod to that show in the game.
You're welcome. Everyone.
It's something Quagmire related, right?
Yeah, Quagmire. There's like a Japanese festival, and Quagmire's like, "We gotta like learn all about Japanese culture, giggity." And Joe's like, that's Joe.
No.
But Yuri, Quagmire's like, "Oh man, have you seen Yuri on Ice? It's the best show ever. We're gonna watch it, giggity." Anyway.
Is that actually what he says?
I will read you what he says, because okay. You'll find out when
play the game. Support our friends' writing. Exactly.
Support the official release. God damn it, Amber.
Let's go over here for a question. In the green.
Hi, so earlier I was talking to my friends, and then I remembered that back in middle school, I put on a production for Leather Pants for a karaoke show, and I performed it for over 100 people. People would come up to me, they'd be like, "So, you're the person who did Leather Pants, right?" And I'd just be like,
You performed Leather Pants in front of 100 people.
Yes, for like a talent show.
For a talent show. Did you win the talent show? What the hell is wrong with those people?
Did you have the Pharaoh's leather pants?
That could have been your downfall if you didn't have the leather pants.
I originally actually had planned to have like a prop of like leather pants hiding and just pull them out at the very end.
That's the talent. Where did they come from?
My grandmother was just like, no, you're not going to pull a random pair of pants out of nowhere. I don't want people getting the wrong idea.
I would love Marianne to go on America's Got Talent and do leather pants and actually steal someone's leather pants and somehow go through to the final as a result of just stealing someone's leather pants. I think that would be great. But then the Pharaoh would have to get in on it and he'd perform Pharaoh's Throne and win it, and that would validate all of Marianne hatred for him. I think that would be...
He would just...
Can I do that? I will do that.
Egyptian Idol.
Egypt's Got Talent. This guy built a pyramid, I sang a cool song. You be the judge. Alright.
Awkward pause.
You choose somebody.
Does anyone have a question?
That was cool though.
Is
That's
that,
also
are you
the
mystery
useful
girl?
thing.
Mystery girl? What do you want?
Well, I have 2 questions, but I'll settle for one for now.
No, you can ask 2.
Okay.
It doesn't fucking
Do you
matter.
play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links?
Do I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links? I want to play it more. I did download it and I played...
Didn't you just delete it?
Hey, I deleted it because I want... Hey now!
Fake gamer girl! Okay, hold on. I need to tell you guys something about Martin Billany.
Is this the Pokemon thing?
It's Pokemon and it's Phoenix Wright.
Oh.
Pokemon, Martin, when he first got, which one was it, X or Y?
No, it was... it was Y.
I don't even fucking know. Okay, so we got one of the X or Y games.
It was Pokemon Y and
And
you're telling the story.
We were sitting on we were sitting on the couch and he looks over and he's like, Marianne, what's water weak to? And I told him electric and he didn't believe me.
It doesn't make sense to me.
How does it not make sense?
Because it conducts electricity, which means it's not bad.
But if you're in the water, which Pokemon, you know what? It's not worth it. It's not worth this marriage.
If I zapped... She's not that good a wife anymore. If I zapped electricity with bloody lightning, it wouldn't be like, oh no, I'm hurt.
All I'm saying is, you're stupid.
Yes, I was not disputing this. What was this about Phoenix Wright?
Well, he didn't believe that Phoenix and Miles were gay, which is wrong.
What? That's not part of the thing.
It is. He completely forgot. You know what? It's not worth it. It's not worth
I
it.
thought you were going to tell them about the whale.
The whale? Oh yeah, we had an argument. We had a very heated argument.
It was not that heated.
It was very heated because we had drank a couple of mojitos. And we were sitting in Gordon Biersch at Atlanta Airport.
We were waiting to fly here.
And I was telling him about, because I'm playing Spirit of Justice, which is the 6th game. Yeah, it's really good. I'm excited. Maya just got arrested and I'm gonna find out why. I think, spoilers. And there are apparently these DLC cases and they're non-canon and they're called Asinine Attorney. So I'm really excited, because what does that mean? Like, but anyway, so I told him about it and I was like, yeah, there are these non-canon cases, and he was like, oh, like that hasn't happened before, and I'm like, when has there been a non-canon?
Didn't say it like that.
Okay, you relinquish your right to talk when you said that Phoenix and Miles weren't gay. Let the women talk. But anyway, so I was like, yeah, it's a non-canon case, and he was like, there's a non-canon case in that before, and I was like, when? And he said the fucking DLC case from Ace Attorney 5, Dual Destinies with the whale, and I'm like, no, that's totally canon, dude. And he's like, but you interview a whale, and I'm like, but you interview a fucking parrot in the first game.
That makes sense to me. The parrot can talk.
But he's wrong, and that's all you need to know. He's wrong.
How did we get on this subject?
You're a fake gamer girl because you deleted Dual Links.
Listen, I deleted, sorry.
Dual Destinies, Dual Links, it's all connected.
I deleted Dual Links.
Dual Destinies is terrible, by the way.
I still have
Don't
the
play that
game, I just don't have it downloaded right now.
That is not how that works. You have it in your heart?
Yes.
You're just like, oh, I'm gonna duel Bandit Keith. Oh, I win. Like, fuck off.
I just don't have the time to play these children's card games right now. I'm busy editing Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Oh my god, I'm Phoenix Wright. I'm sniffing inconsistencies out of this testimony. I'm so excited. I've never had this much power.
Am I the whale now?
I mean, I can't argue with...
Squeal, wheel, wheel, I guess.
Okay, now that he's introduced that...
What was the other question?
This isn't the other question, but I want to know, did you choose Kaiba or Yugi when you first got it?
Of course I chose Yugi.
Well, that's
Boo.
Kaiba has amazing win lines.
Yeah, come on.
He has amazing win lines. What does he say?
You're a second-rate duelist with a third-rate deck.
A second-rate duelist with a third-rate deck.
Sick
I like
And
it.
then, like, you're battling this, like, little 10-year-old girl, and she's like...
It's hilarious. I started dueling this like 10-year-old girl. She's like called Amy or something. She's just some random girl, and Yami's like, "I'm going to destroy you." She's like, "Let's play a game." He's like, "You will not win. Shadow game. Your soul is on the line." Okay, I played Pretty Unicorn. I summon Slifer.
Alright, the second question was...
Mind Crush.
I'm pretty sure you've seen Yusaku, the new pro tag.
Oh yeah.
If you could do a voice for him just by looking at him, what do you think it would be?
Because here's the thing, the new protagonist, and I think they said the same thing about Yusei when they revealed him. They revealed the new protagonist for the 6th Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, in which the gimmick is they are dueling on hoverboards now.
What?
I'm not joking, that's a real thing. It's
Card games on
hoverboards.
hoverboards. You heard it here first, folks.
I feel when they introduced him, his description was he's like really shy and introverted and doesn't like calling attention to himself. But his hair is like bright purple and sticks out like a unicorn starfish thing. And I'm like, dude, do something about that if you don't want to call attention to yourself.
Rude!
But if I were to do a voice for him, it would be sort of like, I don't really want to call attention to myself. Let's play a card game together, okay? I challenge you. Mind Crush!
If you have normal hair in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Universe, you kind of...
That is the weird
Yeah.
thing in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Universe.
true.
She thought when she first saw Tristan's hair, she thought it was a hat. She was like, he's so cool, he has a cool hat on.
I thought it was like ex-military.
I'm a 15-year-old Japanese student, but I've seen some shit. I was in Nam.
Whatever, man. He's still the hottest in that show.
I'm a sexy motherfucker.
Wait,
My
so
voice
seriously,
gives me super swag.
so the new movie
Yes.
is 6 months after the show?
It's very strange. Well, it's not that strange, actually.
It is, because
No.
Yugi looks older.
He does, but he had a growth spurt.
Okay, I didn't grow that fast in 6
Listen,
months, but alright.
puberty was holding back.
That's not true. I didn't.
Puberty waited until a certain amount of turns had played, and then it activated its trap card.
Oh,
And it all happened at once.
I see what you did there.
I-
You made a card game.
Actually, it's perfectly appropriate for him, actually, because his favorite card, one of his favorite cards, is the Silent Magician, which represents his personality. And Silent Magician has an immediate growth spurt when you like do certain things with it. So I think it's appropriate for him.
Alright.
I'm reading too much into it.
Martin's dissertation, you can read his full meta post on Tumblr.
I think he kind of is like his card. That's my dissertation.
Pick a fucking question.
Pick a question.
A question.
Over there,
Bring
Woody.
it to-
Woody's Roundup.
Oh my god! I just had the craziest memory pop up in my head.
I feel like this is every question is, hey, what's your question? Oh my god!
No! I was really young and I didn't know what erectile dysfunction was.
You did what?
Got your attention, didn't it? I didn't know what erectile dysfunction was.
It didn't make me stand at attention, apparently.
And my parents wouldn't tell me for years, and finally
What? Were you interrogating them?
Yeah, no.
They wouldn't tell me.
I was at my grandma's house, and there was a commercial for erectile dysfunction. And the doctor from Voyager was in the commercial for erectile dysfunction.
Please state the nature of the sexual emergency.
Yeah, and I was like, well, if the doctor for Voyager is talking about it, it must be pretty cool.
I don't know. He was on Voyager.
So I was like, you're rude. So my grandma was in the other room with my parents, and I was like, Grandma, what's erectile dysfunction? But anyway, years later, my dad finally told me what it was, and this is how he revealed it to me.
What?
You know the cowboy from Toy Story? You can't get one. The end.
That is the ultimate dad joke way of explaining it.
Hi, Woody. I'm got erectile dysfunction.
I will say that there is a good chance, talking about abridging the new movie, there is a good chance that I will homage Toy Story 3 at the beginning by having a montage of Yugi and Yami playing while "You got a friend in me, you got a friend in me," and then it gets to the part where it's like, "A friendship will never," and then Yugi's just depressed. What is your question, sir?
Sorry.
First one is, what is your favorite abridged personality you kind of made for the show?
For Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged?
Yes.
My favorite abridged personality that I made for the show.
I have an answer.
Oh, you do? Go ahead.
My answer is one that you haven't done yet, because it's Gaara from Naruto.
He said Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
I don't care. I'm changing the nature of the question. Because, every time Martin comes up with a new gimmick, he always attaches it to Gaara from Naruto.
I'm just constantly trying to think of good ideas for Gaara. Because I don't know what to do with him.
So it's always
And he's kind of important.
Like one time it was gonna be like every awkward person that we've ever talked to, and another time it was gonna be like a hot topic goth guy who pretended like he had seen some shit, but really he just lives in his parents' basement.
At the end of every line he says, "Right in front of my eyes."
So he'd be like, "That bastard ate my sandwich right in front of my eyes."
I got a coupon from Best Buy right in front of my eyes.
That's my favorite, personally.
It's not actually a personality that I created. But I do want to talk about it just because it's what's going on now.
I was thinking about Gaara.
It's not something that I created. It's an idea. It's a change that I had the idea to make in the next episode when Yugi is dueling Weevil on top of the train, and it's a big spoiler, but the Orichalcos has an effect that is very similar to what happened to Mai, where Rex and Weevil, when they get influenced by the Orichalcos, their voices change, and they get their dub voices back. So I'm changing them from Beavis and Butthead. I know it was a bit controversial to do that, but I really feel like the Beavis and Butthead joke has played its course, so I really want Weevil to go back to being Yugi! I knew I'd find you here! I want to do that, and I'm really excited to get to play around with that. It's not really something I created, though. My favorite one that I've just put in the show that was my idea, I guess is just Marek. Just because he's everyone's favorite character, I can't lie, and he's one of my favorites.
He's basically you when you were 14.
He's basically me when I was a kid, and it's really fun to voice that character.
Can I tell my Weevil story?
Oh yeah, we should definitely tell the Weevil story.
So, 14. I was 14 and just got into high school, and I made one of my first anime friends, and friends. And she was like, "Marianne, you gotta watch this show. It's called Yu-Gi-Oh! And there's this character in it who constantly sounds like he's having an orgasm." And
guess which character she meant?
It was Weevil. I don't know. And I was 14 and I was like, I don't even know what an orgasm is. This sounds great.
I would have thought she meant Esperoba, honestly.
What are you talking about, Wheeler?
But yeah, so we watched the show, and I still had no idea what an orgasm was, but I guess it sounded like Weevil Underwood.
Apparently.
But years later,
like decades.
12 years later, I'm still in my 20s, by the way. 10 years later, we meet the voice actor for
Jimmy
Weevil.
Zombie.
And Martin tells him that this is my introduction to Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Weevil Underwood having an orgasm. So of course, immediately after we finish telling the story, he goes, "Yugi, I'm coming, Yugi!" I became a man that day.
was fun. What was your second question, sir?
In your marriage voice, could you tell my friend?
I thought you said in my marriage voice. So just say yes, dear, yes, dear.
All right.
Go on, sorry.
In your marriage voice, can you tell my friend Sage that she's a whore biscuit? That's her favorite.
Oh, yes, I remember she really wanted me to say that. Sage, what's up, whore biscuit? That gets applause. That's my favorite thing about it. Oh, come on now. They are still blue, by the way.
What?
Some of you know what I'm talking about.
What?
I'll tell you later.
We'll show you later.
So we are talking about your balls.
No. My goodness.
It's my turn.
Remember when we were going to steer away from the 18 plus stuff?
Hey, come on.
And then we're like,
let's
we've all had an orgasm.
We didn't talk about the graphic nature of the orgasm.
It sounded pretty graphic.
Person being pointed at with the hat. Yeah, you.
Okay, from the UPF Bridge series, we do the Penguin Boys, and I'm a sexy teenage girl, and I'm a man.
Well, you didn't do the penguin.
I
voice.
did not do the penguin voice, but I can do my best attempt.
Approximation.
I want to hear you do it.
Me do it. So when you're saying the penguin voice, you mean Taya being the penguin guy? Yugi, I'm a sexy teenage girl. Why not? A gentleman with a beard, and I think it's a Comic-Con shirt, is it? No? He's turning, yes, pointing at himself, yes. Oh,
It's
sorry, it's
one of
my
ours.
shirt. Where did you get that wonderful shirt?
This one I got at MomoCon.
You got it at MomoCon, but you got it at the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged booth, which is also here at Comic-Con. If you go to the dealer's room, you can find us tomorrow from 11 till 4, I believe. Till 4?
No, we're probably gonna leave
Till
around
3 o'clock.
Yeah.
But I hope to see you guys there. But please, ask your question.
Buy our shit, please.
In Freezer voice, could you say, like a bitch?
I can absolutely say, in the freezer voice, like a bitch.
Over
Very
there,
bad.
With the blue shirt over there. I think it's blue, white.
On the end, is that your turn?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yes, you.
Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, the rower?
The rower! I always have time to talk about our Lord and Savior, the rower, aka Jesus, who also rowed in his spare time. He could walk on water, but really he was rowing. The rower is great. What do the song? Oh, I sure love to row with my oar rowing. Oh, I forgot the lyrics. That's bad. I'm going to row in hell. Across the seas of lava. And the river Styx.
Remember when you peed on me?
Oh.
I'm Gilligan in that. I'm the kid.
A lot of people probably don't know what that is, though.
Well, from the Naruto spoof thing, there's a scene where the kid gets peed on, and I'm the kid that got peed on.
For those of you who need context, it really wouldn't help.
Just watch the show. Just watch Naruto Abridged. No, spoofs, fandom, comedy, series, shit. That.
Naruto Abridged Comedy Fandom Spoof Series Show.
Yeah.
Where are we going? Over here.
In your married voice, can you say, I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy?
I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy.
Oh my god!
There's some Nightmare on Elm Street action right there.
What? No. You, white shirt, blue sweatshirt.
White
yeah.
shirt, blue
Short
sweatshirt.
skirt, long jacket.
One of those.
It's a cake reference. Speak.
Cake.
Did you ever play Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories?
Did I ever play Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories?
Was that the one for the PS1?
Yes.
Yeah, I played that one. I know you weren't asking me, but I don't give a shit. 2 minutes!
2-minute warning, we're gonna have to wrap things up.
I played that game and I sucked at it. Boom!
I don't remember if I played it or not. I think I did, very briefly.
One more thing. When I was trying to ask my friend here, who banned the keyboard, he was like, oh, American Dad?
I like couldn't think of his name, so I was like, is it America Dan?
American Dad. American Dad or American Dan?
Dan. His name is just Dan.
American Dan.
American Dan.
My middle name is Dan. Bandit Keith Steve Dan Crawford.
Next question.
We have time for one more question.
Next question.
We're gonna wrap things
Go.
up.
Stop talking. Go. Talk.
Thief King.
You were saying earlier in one of your panels how you like to mix voices. Can you mix Yami Bakora and Merrick for me?
Can I mix Yami Bakora and Marek? Okay, that's a tough one.
That's fan fiction.
That is my fan fiction right there. So it's Marek who's up here, and then Yami Bakora who's down here. So we have to meet it in the middle somewhere.
Give Merrick more texture.
Hello, I'm Bakora. My name is Makora. I am the love child, the hate child of Marek and Bakora.
So it's basically Melvin.
I love riding motorcycles and brooding while playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Thank you for allowing me to create a new character. That's my favorite abridged character that I've created.
One more.
One more? Alright, go ahead, pick one more quick.
Front row. Psyduck. Is that a Psyduck?
Say-ay-ay.
Merrick?
Say-ay-ay.
What's your question?
Is there ever another song for Duke? Will there ever be another one aside from Sexy Back? There is a joke about that in the next episode, actually. He talks about how if he doesn't recharge, his batteries will run down and he won't play that song anymore. So I don't know, maybe there'll be another one. What would be a good song? You know what it would be?
Character development.
Theme of King JJ.
No. Well, actually, that would be pretty appropriate. I could see Duke Devlin kissing his own reflection on the ice.
That'd be pretty great. Well, thanks for joining us for the LittleKuriboh After Dark panel, guys.